Welcome, everybody. Welcome to today's Healthy Hustle. My name is Kevin Larson. Glad to be with you today. Got some great information to share with you. But before I get there, can I ask you a personal question? How are your 2023 resolutions going? At the start of the year, many of us were filled with the motivation to get our health and wellness goals on track, right? Give them a fresh go. And maybe you set out to exercise regularly, or perhaps you determined to finally kick a habit that has been not serving you. So what about you? What are your goals? Have you started making progress towards them? And if not, then you're in the right place today, because I want to share a simple tip that can help you get back on track. And no, it's not too late to get back on track. I promise. It's not even too late to get completely started over with your goals if that's what you want to do. Just because the arrival of a new year has come and gone, the great tick of the clock, it doesn't mean that you have to be done setting goals for the year. And if you've fallen off the wagon, that's fine. We just get right back on it. So with that short pep talk out of the way, let's move on with that tip I was talking about. Trust me when I say that one of the best steps you can take to achieve your health and wellness goals is creating a wellness routine. Now, before we talk about a wellness routine and what it is and how to create one, it's important to understand what exactly wellness means. According to the Global Wellness Institute, the term wellness refers to the active pursuit of activities, choices, and lifestyles that lead to a state of holistic health. So with that in mind, a wellness routine can be defined as a consistent process or schedule that is meant to help you achieve a state of holistic health. The key word here is consistent. That means a wellness routine is more than just an occasional spa day, right? Or like my sister would do when we were growing up. She would eat yogurt that day. She was on a health kick. Instead, it's about creating a regular and sustainable series of habits that will move you toward a better overall health. It's about providing yourself with some structure and organization to help you reach your wellness goals, whatever that turns out to be. So no single wellness routine is going to work for everybody. We're all different. We all have different goals, different schedules, different personalities. That's why it's important to create a routine that is tailored specifically to your goals and schedule. However, there are 3 dimensions of wellness that all of our routines should cover in some form or another. Number 1, nutrition. You've heard the saying, you are what you eat. And in a lot of ways, that's really true. The nutrients you feed your body can impact everything from your gut to the appearance of your skin. And that's why providing your body with proper nourishment is an important part of any wellness routine. So how you choose to do that is up to you. Maybe you want to start your day with a nutrient-packed smoothie, and that's great. Perhaps you'd rather invest in superfood supplements to fill the nutritional gaps in your diet. That's also great. Whatever you choose to do, the goal here is to get plenty of those important nutrients to keep your body as healthy as possible. Number 2, physical activity. A consistent exercise routine can do wonders for your overall health and wellness. However, for some people, hitting the gym 5 days a week isn't desirable or feasible, and that's okay. Your wellness routine doesn't have to include multiple hours at the gym each day if you don't want it to. In fact, it doesn't even have to include what we traditionally think of as exercise. Instead, you can choose activities like taking a walk in the morning, attending a yoga class a few days a week, or even online. Or even doing something simple like doing a few push-ups or squats before you crawl into bed. The goal is to find ways to regularly incorporate more movement into your day, whatever that may look like for you. And finally, mental health. Well-rounded wellness also involves taking care of your mental state. After all, what good is a healthy body if your mind is struggling? Incorporating activities that boost your mental health will ultimately leave you feeling better, but it can also help you stay motivated to continue working toward your goals. When it comes to mental health, there are many activities you can try, such as meditation, journaling, reading, having screen-free time. Just choose one or two activities that you enjoy doing to help relieve stress and keep your mind clear. It's one thing to understand what a wellness routine is and what it should include, but it's an entirely different challenge to come up with one and actually stick to it. But don't worry, I'm going to try and help by sharing a few tips to help you build a wellness routine that is successful and sustainable. So, number one, work with reasonably achievable goals. Your goals may be the most important thing to consider when you set out to create a wellness routine. I mean, after all, you're going to likely, give up on that goal if it seems impossible to achieve in your given time, resources, and abilities. Don't get me wrong, your goals should challenge you, but they shouldn't stretch you so far that it's impossible to achieve. When you sit down to set your goals, it's important to keep in mind that you are in this for the long run. You're looking for longevity. Creating healthy habits and achieving your desired results will take time, but with the right goals and some dedication, you're going to get there. Second, be kind to yourself. It's almost inevitable that you're going to fall off the wagon at some point. That's okay. Some people just jump off on purpose occasionally. That's okay. When it comes to trying out a new wellness routine, this is normal. The most important thing is that you give yourself some grace. Forgive yourself for the slip instead of beating yourself up about it. And then evaluate your routine to see if you need to make any changes before you get back on the wagon to give it another try. Something that will keep you more preoccupied with success. Listen to your body. When it comes to your health and wellness, your body will always tell you what it needs. All you have to do is learn to pick up on the clues. It'll tell you when it needs more nutrients, when you need to work out more, when your mind needs extra care. Most importantly, your body is going to tell you when you need to slow down and take a break. It's just your job to make sure that you listen. And this can be done usually in a quiet, calm state, maybe early in the morning or at night before you go to bed. Just check in with your body. Number 4, set up an accountability system. Many of us have a hard time holding ourselves accountable for achieving our goals, right? Which is why setting up an accountability system can be beneficial. I mean, after all, it's a lot harder to justify skipping your daily workout when you know your friend is going to be asking you about it. So whether you team up with a friend, a relative, or find an online community who are working towards similar goals, set up some kind of accountability system to help you stay on track as you create your new routine. And do your research. A healthy lifestyle is easier to achieve if you know what you're doing. If you choose to follow a specific diet, you'll want to make sure you do your research. That way, you can understand how it works, what the possible risks are, what some of the pitfalls are, and how to make it a sustainable part of your lifestyle. When it comes to working out, it's also important to take time to understand all the different options you have, from cardio to weight training. That way, you can exercise in a way that you know is going to help you work toward your goals in a fun and effective way. And have a reward system for yourself. Good rewards have long been proven to improve goal outcomes among professionals, and the same principle can be applied to individual wellness goals. Of course they can. Reward yourself for being consistent, for reaching your goals, and perhaps most importantly, for whatever progress you make. These rewards can be anything from a trip to the movies to extra time for yourself in self-care activity, right? Anything that works for you as a reward. And there you have it, folks. I hope this gave you some ideas to help you start building your own wellness routine. And if you find it helpful, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of our future wellness tips and tricks. And if you already have a wellness routine of your own, drop it in the comments below. I'd love to hear about it. Maybe that'll be the content for our next Healthy Hustle. Thanks a lot, everybody. We'll talk to you again next time. Bye-bye.